Hi everybody, welcome to True Wants. Where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that's right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell that's beside that subscribe button, and I recommend that you press it. It's called the notification bell, and when you press it, what happens is YouTube will send you one email notifying you that I just uploaded a brand new video. You will see in your inbox the picture and the title of the video. And if you press on the picture, it acts like a shortcut and it takes you directly to the video. It's something I use and I enjoy, and I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. So once you hit that subscribe button, make sure to press that bell. And if you've already hit that subscribe button, thank you. But you can always hit that bell and then you'll start getting those notifications as well. All right? Okay. Today is a day that's going to be something new to me, so I'm not sure how new it's going to be to you, but this is new to me, and I found this company called CopyCat Cosmetics, and from what I know, they've been around maybe a year or so, but as you know, I'm a Canadian girl now living in the States, and I saw something through Instagram, and they were saying something about a Marc Jacobs dupe, and I got really excited because Marc Jacobs, his brushes, everyone talks really highly of it, and a lot of the really large influencers, that have millions of followers, use his brushes. And then when I looked to purchase it in Canada, it wasn't available, but for me at that time when I was looking. And then here, when I saw this, I went to check, and those brushes were like $70 and so on. So I said, okay, that's not where I want to go right now. I get so many brushes, and on the Ipsy add-ons for $3, I'm excited when it's like a $12 brush that I got for $3. And if you've had the opportunity to watch my makeup brush video, which was one of the first ones that I did on the channel, I got a lot of brushes in the kits on QVC that are from IT Cosmetics that on their own are $48, and they sell all the time for those type of prices. So I really get to enjoy some really fantastic luxury brushes that I didn't pay the full retail for. So when I saw that there was an opportunity to get a dupe for a Marc Jacobs brush, I decided I would go on their website and I would check it out. Their website blew me away because a lot of companies, from what I've known, and is that if they're going to complement the brand by making products that have a similar layout or similar colors, we find them, and other people say that they're a dupe for something. This company literally calls itself CopyCat, and on their website they will say this product is a copy of this product, right down to the brand, the color, the name of the color. It blew me away. So I said, I've got to try this. And the prices are so unbelievably inexpensive, is the word I want to use. I had to try it, and I had to share it with you guys here. So the package came, everything came in this package. And if you know me, I normally don't like paying for shipping. I love when companies have an area where you have to order a certain amount to get the free shipping, or it's just free shipping. Like on our website, when we did our website for Improving Lifestyles, I said, whatever it is, I want to make sure that there's no charge for shipping across the USA. Because I know for me, it sometimes stops me from purchasing, or I try to get to that level to be able to achieve that free shipping. So this was the first time, because everything was so inexpensive, when they wanted to charge me, and they said it's based on the weight of what you buy, I ended up paying $7.95. But literally it came, I think, in 3 or 4 days from when I placed the order. So the nervousness that I always have when I start with a company that I don't know or I haven't heard a lot about, I'm always skeptic of, am I giving my money away? Is it a scam, or, is it going to be an issue? This literally, the email came down right away, confirmation, and then right away, I think the following day, I got the tracking, and then next thing I know, it came even early, and it came in this priority mail. So really impressed with it. It was shipped out of, I think, Indiana, which is unbelievable. So what I ended up getting, and I went first to a couple of hints of what you should do, which is what I did. And I didn't do it on purpose. It ended up being a blessing in disguise. I went on their website and I was looking around and I put a bunch of things in the cart and I figured I'll think about it, and then I wanted to do more research on it before I placed the order. And then the next day I got an email from the company saying, kind of like, we saw you looking around, here's an extra discount for you if you want to place your order. So I said, okay. Now that I have the discount, is kind of an extra little push to, okay, let's just, you know, hang on with both and jump in. And that's what I did. So I went to the section that initially what I went on for was the Marc Jacobs brushes. And the one in particular was this one here. And the handles and right down to that little ball on the end looks like it. The feel of this is very luxurious. I have not tried a Marc Jacobs brush, so I can't tell you if it is a dupe, but I'm telling you, this brush on its own on their website without any discounts was $7. Some of the brushes that are like this, which are just regular eyeshadow brushes, were $2. I mean, their prices were better than what I thought I was getting such a deal on Ipsy. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go in with both feet. So I went to an area where it says bundles. So if you know me, I love bundles and I love kits because usually it's a better price and I get to try a mixture of products. And because this was a new brand to me, I wanted to try a mixture of products. So on the front page when you go on, they show you the palette and they show you the one that they're duping, full name, which one it is, and all that and the other thing. So all of those, they had eyeshadow palettes that ran around $12. They had lipsticks that were for copies of MAC. They had Too Faced, they had Urban Decay, like brands that I'm familiar with. So the Marc Jacobs lipsticks I didn't touch, not the Marc Jacobs, sorry. The Marc Jacobs were the brushes. The MAC lipstick, bullet lipsticks, they looked exactly the same. I didn't touch those because I own the real MAC ones, and if you ever go onto the BoxyCharm add-ons, I can get those between $3 and $6. So even if it was the same price, I can get the real thing. I don't need the dupe for that. So I started going down on the homepage, which I really recommend that if you're going to check it out, go all the way down on the homepage, because on the bottom of the homepage, they had a special, what they're calling for the summer special. And they had eyeshadow palettes for $4. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the bundles, and then I put the bundle of the brushes in, which I'm going to go through with you. I got 18 brushes plus a thing to put it in what they're calling an apron, which is what I think the people at MAC, when they do your makeup, they wear around their waist. And I got all of the brushes, 18 of them, for like $25, including the apron. So it made everything like $1 a brush, which is insane to think this cost me $1. So I'm going to go through all that with you. But if you want to choose one or two, you could choose one or two. They have it available individually or in this bundles. But I chose the bundle because I wanted to make sure that I had everything to show you guys. Then I decided I would choose one of the eyeshadow palettes that were for $4. The one that I chose was going to be a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach, which was my first palette from Too Faced that made me fall in love with their whole line. This really got me hooked into Too Faced. I was so blown away with this, and I've fell in love with it. So I have the $4 one here. We're going to look at it together and we'll see, you know, if it's a good dupe. But I mean, $4, I've never seen a palette like that for that. And then I chose 3 lipsticks and the three lip glosses, because I'm a lip gloss girl. And these are supposed to be dupes for Anastasia. And I just pulled out my most recent Anastasia kit that I got at Christmas time, so that we'll be able to do that as well. And that's what I did. So all in all, this cost me just over $40, because it was like $25 for all these brushes, $4 for the eyeshadow palette, and then these were all $4 each, and then I paid the shipping at $7.95. The only thing with the discount only worked on the items that weren't already what they considered on sale, which was this bundle was already on sale. That $4 palette was already on sale. So the discount ended up just being on these $4 lipsticks that ended up costing me, I don't know, $2 or $3, which they're only $4 to begin with. So I was going to get them either way, but that little extra never hurts, because that little bit goes towards the shipping, and then hopefully, you know, it covers a little bit. So that's what that is there. So I just want to go through the brushes first, because that's what I was most excited about, and that's what I went through. And they're all really, really beautiful, and they look, if you went to the Marc Jacobs website, they looked exactly the same. Do I think it's exactly the same to a Marc Jacobs you know, for $1 versus $70? Absolutely not. But if it's a good enough brush and it has that beautiful look to it. I think it's impressive, but you'll only know when we try them and when we play, but I'm impressed. And everything was so beautifully packaged. Everything came extra wrapped. Each one of these was individually wrapped in a plastic, so I literally had to open up each one. It was, you would never think you paid what you paid based on how they took care of the products, but there are a couple things that I want to share with you that I wasn't, that kind of disappointed me a little bit, but I want to share that with you. And then, you know, everyone makes up their own mind with what they want to do. So what's written on this is called Paris Tools. And each one, like I said, comes with a number, and they're all numbered from 01 all the way to 18. I'll show you quickly up close what they all look like. So this is that blender brush that I think is fantastic. It is soft. None of the fibers or synthetic fibers came out. I was really impressed. Then here, this is their G12. This is their shader brush. That's what it looks like here. Then I'm just going to go through quickly all the little guys here. This one here is what they're calling GT13. This is another shader brush that has a different, here's the difference between the two. See, that one's a lot bigger and that one's a lot smaller. Then they have this other one that's also a shader brush. It is a GT10. The only thing they don't have on the barrel is written what this actually is or what it should be used for. So it doesn't say blending brush and it doesn't say shader brush. And then, but all the numbers were completely different. So there were no duplicates in the numbers. This one is GT15. That's what this guy looks like here. And that's a tiny, tiny smudger brush. Then this one was 16, GT16, and this one you could use for liquid eyeliners, or I'm just really impressed with this. It's that tiny, tiny little pencil brush. Then they have that liquid eyeliner or a lip pencil, whichever you want to use this for. This is the GT18. That's what this one looks like here. Then on this one here, it is a pencil brush. This is the GT14. And this is what it looks like here. And it is a true good pencil brush because it's firm. And then on this one here, it is GT17, and that's that angled liner brush, which is what that looks like here. And then they had the big brushes in here. So the first one that I'm can't wait to use, this is called GT19. This one is that dense, fibered, flat kabuki type brush, which I love using on my my powders. So I'm really, really excited. The foundation powders, like Celebration Foundation that I use from IT Cosmetics. So that's what that one is here. The next one that I have here is GT04. That one to me is great for liquid foundation, that if you want to buff it in, that's what this one looks like here. It's not as, it's still densely packed, but not as dense as that one. Then we have this one, which is the Pointer. Fantastic. This is great for, this I use under my eyes to take away loose powder. This is just a great style. It's a GT03. That's what this one looks like here, and it has that fantastic point, and it is so soft and luxurious. Then they have the big mother daddy here, the GT01, which to me is that fantastic powder brush. And this is the one that I see everyone using, and I cannot believe that this was in the kit. And then this one here is that contour, that flat contour brush, and this was called GT05. That's what that one looks like here. Then they have a fan brush that even has that extra little plastic on it, but it is a nice fan brush. It's not overly thick and it's not overly thin. I have both types, and this one is truly right in the middle, and that's what this one looks like here. And then on this one here, you have your angled GT07. This is your angled like blush brush. That's what this one looks like here. And then we have a GT08, which is what this one looks like here. And this one also could be used for contour, could be used for blush. It has that fantastic, more softness if you don't want a harder contour, but you want a softer one. That's what this brush would be here. And then the last one is the GT09, and this is a flat foundation brush. And that's what this one looks like here. Also very nice brush. So really, really excited. So like I said, 18 brushes for $25, and this is the apron that it came with. The only thing is I do own an apron like this that's for brushes, but it's a cloth, so it's easy to put in, but it gets really, really dirty. This is more of a vinyl feel, so it might be harder to, oh, there was another brush, sorry. This is the other brush, it's that paddle brush. It's called GT02. It came with this little cover on it, and then when you remove it, it's one of those paddle brushes like that. Oh, like luxury. And if you haven't used these are really, really good to use. They're really spread out the foundation beautifully. I was really impressed with these. I used somebody's foundation that it came with the brush, and this was the brush that it came with, and it really blew my mind. It's a really good brush. So that was the other brush. So this here is, like I said, it's vinyl, so it'll be easier to clean, but it might be harder to put the items in and take them out, because it's, you know, right now, it might feel sticky or whatever. No, it seems to be okay, but that's what this is here. And then it comes with the strap in the back with the buckle. Like I said, is that what they call the apron, so you wear it around your waist if you're doing like a makeup artist type of look. So what I'll do is I will store these in that, and then I'll play. So really excited to get that. All right. So the next item that I got, like I said, this one is, this is the thing that came with the eyeshadow palette. So on the eyeshadow palette, it doesn't say CopyCat, it says G02 Beauty. So I don't know what that's about. The name of this palette was called the Peach Sangria. The ingredients are on the back of this palette, but when I opened up the palette, nothing was written on the palette. It is only on this cardboard here. And then when I went to look at this here, the ingredients aren't on the Peachtree one either. So it might have been also just on the packaging. So that took me for surprise, because initially I looked at this one saying, I wonder why it's not written on the back of here, but then I couldn't find anything on the back of the Peachtree either. But the Peachtree one just says, you know, built and made in the USA. This one does say it's made in China, and it says it has a 24-month when you open it, and then the first ingredients are talc, mica, and like I said, this is everything here. So that's that. All right, so then when I opened up the palette, it did come with the sheet. It comes with a little mirror that's inside, that's literally just the square here. It's not the whole area, but on the Peachtree, it's also in a design that I'll show you as well. But this is the palette. So really, really impressive. It literally matches exactly, which I will show you on here. The Peachtree one too has a small little mirror, and it's this little section here. I'll cover most of it so you guys can see, but it says peach. Obviously this one smells like peach, and those are what the colors look like here. So when they are side by side, they truly look, I'll put them up against each other. This way is probably the best way, yeah. Hopefully I don't drop anything. That's what they look like here. So the top one is the dupe, and the bottom one is the Too Faced. That's what they look like there. So they're pretty much very, very similar in looks. I will swatch a couple so that we can just see what the differences are. So I'm going to take what my favorite colors are. So this is the what they call Candied Peach in the Too Faced. There are no names on this one here, but it's in the exact same spot. So this is the Too Faced one, and this is theirs, and theirs is a little bit lighter. So I'm going to do a double on that one and just go over it to see if we can get the color. The colors are not exactly the same at all. So that's that there, but they do feel nice. And then the next one that I want to try, which is usually the hardest that everyone says, are these purples. I'm going to take the purple one here, and then I'm going to take the purple one here that's called Delectable. This is Too Faced, this is theirs. So Too Faced is above, and theirs is underneath. So theirs is not as pigmented, but you can always build it up, and that's with the second one there. So the colors are within the same realm, but they're definitely not 100% the same. And then the last thing I'm going to try to do is one of the shimmers, so we can see what the difference is with those. And let's see here. I'm just wiping my hands with a wet facial wipe, and then I have another towel to dry off my hand. So I'm going to take the one that they call Luscious, which is the Too Faced, and then this one here that's from CopyCat, which is there. And then we'll do the Too Faced and then the CopyCat. So those are pretty close too. So I'm impressed. I didn't think it would even be this close. So, I mean, $4 to have a palette to play around and come up with ideas. And then when, you know, the Too Faced palettes go on sale, if these are the colors that you like, the looks that you get, to me, then invest in the other one. But I'm impressed. I didn't expect to be that impressed with this at all. I really was hesitating to even purchase it because I really wasn't sure. All right, so now these are supposed to be the lip glosses that are dupes for Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so this is the first one that I got, which is in that pink tone. And I'm running out of space here, so let's see if I can move these. I'll just do it right beside it here. They feel creamy. They are very pigmented like hers are. So that's that one there. I got two pinks because I like pinks. And I wasn't sure which one would be, like one is more like an orchid and the other one is like that true pinky pink girl. And in the summertime, I love wearing these. And then, of course, I picked up a peachy nude. Now, what I wanted to tell you about these, when we'll swatch the other ones, I'll take one out of the package so I could tell you what the formula feels if there's a difference. On this one, when I took off this wrapping, all of the ingredients and the UPC code was on the wrapping. So on the last one, I just took the wrapping off the top so that I can show you guys what it says on here. And I'll just do it up close. Hopefully the camera will help you guys and you'll be able to see what it says there. But when I took off the wrapping, as you can see, it took off all that information on it. So I kept it on that last one. All right, and let me just take out one of these from this kit. I'll take out the pinkest one that is in here. Let's see if I can get it. I should have done this before. Okay, we're not going to take the pink one out. I'm going to take one of the beigey colors, and I'll do it right beside it here. Yeah, the formula feels very similar. Huh. Even the wand looks very similar. It's a flat paddle wand, and that's what that one is here. So really, really impressed. I think this is a find. I'm pretty impressed with it. I definitely would put your email in and see, you know, what deals they have coming, but I would definitely check out their website, because if you don't own brushes and you want to play and you want to see what, you know, you can use a pencil brush for, or what you can use, you know, big powder brushes for, and you don't want to spend the money, this still feels fantastic. And I'm pretty impressed. And like I said, the palette I think is beautiful, and the lip glosses I think were an absolute steal, even at $4. So if there's a color that you want to play with, but you don't want to go out and spend $19 on a lip gloss that's from a brand, but you like the colors and you like the type of consistency of the formula, I think this might be a good way to try it. Like I said, it's called CopyCat Beauty. I'm totally impressed with this, and like I said, the price point was great, the way it was packaged was great, and how quickly it arrived from when I placed the order to when I received it was great. So just wanted to share that with you guys. If you're familiar with this at all, or if you had an opportunity to try any of the palettes, good or bad, please leave that in the comments down below, because that's what our community is here for. We're here to share with each other and to make sure that if there's a great deal out there, not always, you know, price is one thing, quality is another, but if you're able to get both and enjoy, then that's what beauty should be about. It's fun, play, and enjoy. So make sure to leave in the comments down below if you're familiar with this brand, if there's anything you recommend, if there's anything you think we should stay, you know, clear of. Any information would be amazing. Just leave that in the comments down below. If you're enjoying my content, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. It's really important on this platform, as well as share my content, because that's how I grow. It's through word of mouth. It's through you guys, you know, recommending to a friend, a brother, a sister about this channel, and that's how I've been growing. And you guys always leave in the comments, it was so-and-so, it was because of so-and-so that I saw you, or I heard about you, or it's just fantastic. Just share all that with me in the comments down below. But if you have a minute, it's right underneath the video to give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying my content. It takes a second, but supposedly it's really important on the YouTube platform. Because YouTube then takes my video and puts it into the feeds of other people that watch this type of video but haven't had the opportunity to meet me yet. So thank you. I appreciate so much that you do that for me. I do also appreciate so much that you guys take any time out of your day to spend it with me here and to be part of this journey with me. So thank you so much for that as well. But truly what is most important, it isn't all of this. It's that we all continue to stay safe and stay well, and that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. So take care, everybody, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye for now.